Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Tech Talk. I'm Janki Gattu, a GIS professional working with Geosys Enterprise Solutions Private Limited, which is an ISO 9001 and 2015 certified organization, and we are also an ISRI partner company. Today, I'm going to present you a Tech Talk on Learn to create an interactive dashboard using GIS. And after this Tech Talk, if you have any queries, we'll answer all your queries. And after the session, we'll be sending you a feedback form asking you to send us the feedback for the today's Tech Talk, and also we'll be sharing you a YouTube link for today's Tech Talk. And let's see what is the agenda for today. So today we are going to see how ArcGIS dashboards are going to help us, the way in which we convey the information or the way in which we present the information to the audience. The dashboards are basically used by the decision makers in any organization to quickly take a decision by seeing all the information at one place, because these screens are interactive in nature and they convey a lot of information at a glance. And today in this Tech Talk, I'm going to show you how you can present your data in ArcGIS Online. Either it can be your data which you have created, or it can be the data which is present in ArcGIS Online and which is shared publicly, or it can be the data from your ArcGIS Living Atlas as well. So we'll see how we can use the data from ArcGIS Online and how we can configure and design our interactive dashboards. And here we have shown you an example which is created by one of the organizations showing the crime data. So here at one place you can actually see the crime feed, which means on a regular basis, as and when a crime is recorded, that will get popped up here, and you can see what is the type of the crime and on which date it has occurred, at which time it has occurred, and what is the address of the crime. So you'll be able to see the crime feed as and when the crime is occurring. They will, as and when they click on submit, the citizens, you will be able to see that feed here. And here whatever the crimes are occurring, you can see here in dots. These different colors indicate the type of the crime, which you can see here in the next chart. And the size of the crime, the size of the dot indicates the crime rate, where there are more number of crimes occurring at a given place. And this is showing you the last 7 days of the crime in that particular area in Philadelphia, and how many homicides has occurred in the last 24 hours. So you can see various kinds of information, and all the information you can see at one glance and in one screen, which will really help a decision maker. By not going to lot of data and lot of pages of information, they can simply open a dashboard and they can simply quickly make a decision. So that is why this decision dashboards are used. And how you bring this data to ArcGIS Online? First thing is, you need to have an ArcGIS organizational account where you will be having a user ID and password. So once you have those credentials, you can create the data either from your end, or you can consume the data which is already available. So when I say the data which you have, so it can be a shapefile, it can be a GeoDatabase file, or it can be uh, a CSV file. So you can upload different types of data that is available with you, first thing. And the second thing was, when I was talking about you can consume the data from ArcGIS Online. So as you already know, there are like various types of data sources from where you can add the data. So I can add the data from ArcGIS Online where the data is shared publicly, or I can add the data from ArcGIS Living Atlas, or I can use the data created by my organization, and if it's shared with me, I can use it. So in this way, there are like various ways where you can add the data and where you can uh, create a dashboard. So, and let's see what are this ArcGIS dashboards and why they are used. ArcGIS dashboards basically helps any kind of user or any kind of decision maker to see all the information at one place. And when we talk about information, here we are talking talking about location information, because for each and every record you have a spatial location, so that is recorded here. And here we are making the dashboards more interactive, more aesthetic, which means you can see the data at once, you can feel the data, like you can understand what the data is on a single screen. And that helps not only a citizen who is using the dashboard, but it also enables a decision maker, because it gives them the power to make a decision based on the screen they have. So every organization uses this RGS dashboard, which is one of the components or the platform in RGS environment, which will help the decision makers to make decisions, to see the data, to see the trends, and to monitor the status in real time. And we can create the dashboards the way we want as per the organization requirements. And how we create the dashboards? First thing is you need to have authentic data, and that should have proper spatial information. And then you need to have the required attributes within that information, based on which you save the map as a web map. And once it is shared, it can be shared as an operations dashboard in RGS. That is where your dashboards come into picture. And now in today's session, I'll be showing you a simple dashboard, how you can create and how you can interact and how you can make a decision out of it. So why this RGS dashboards is a question now. First thing is, it is very easy to understand for a technical user and not for a non-technical user as well to make a decision. And then these dashboards are visually appealing and they present a lot of information in a simple format. And all this information can be seen in a single screen, which will help us to understand how the data is, what is the kind of pattern it has, right? And this is ready to use, because you need not to wait for the updates or anything like that. You can quickly make a decision at any given point of time. So it is ready to use. And how are we going to create? So we are going to create this RGS dashboards using various components or various tools like maps, headers, list, chart, legend. So we use various components that are available in our RGS dashboards, and we can compose an RGS dashboard. So as I told you, these are very interactive and these are very flexible and helpful for us, and it is easy to configure. That is why most of the people like this RGS dashboards to present their information. And how are we going to design and create the dashboard? So first thing is, as I told you, we need to have the data and then we need to create a web map. So the normal process we follow in creating a web app, and then we create a dashboard. And when you create a dashboard, obviously you need some title, you need some tags, because when you lose this data somewhere, if you want to search the data, you can use the tags by which you can retrieve the information where it is. Okay, so let's see the demonstration. Let's deep dive into the demonstration and see like how we can create a interactive dashboard in GIS. So this is my RGS online organizational account. So I have just logged into my account. So this is my screen. And then from here, I'm going to create the dashboards. So first thing is, for us to create any kind of map, we need to go into the content. So it will display all the list of contents, all the list of features which I've created earlier. So now what I will do is, I want all my information to be stored at one single folder. So I will open this folder and I can give information as and I'm giving today's date so that it will be unique in my organizational account. I've created just a folder and it doesn't have any kind of data. So now my job is to create the data, and with the data I'm going to create a dashboard, which you already know. Okay, so there are different styles, different ways in which we create a dashboard. For example, okay, so how do you create an app? So when I click on this create app, can you see here? Create a dashboard with a data visualization that provide key insights. So when I click on that, it is asking me to create a new dashboard, and then it is asking me the title and the tags for searching the data, the summary for the data, and it is going into my folder Janki 360. But I just now created crime information with today's date. So I can select this and I can, once I give this name, so I have given different details and okay, so I have given a lot of information and you can quickly see I have this create dashboard enabled here. So I can use this and I can simply create a ArcGIS dashboards, but I don't want to create that way. So that is one method. And the second method is, can you see this dots? So when I click on that, I have like a lot of applications which you are able to see here, and here I have this dashboards. So when I click on this dashboards, again it go to the same page, almost the same page where we'll be able to create the dashboards. This is basically like ArcGIS dashboards home screen, and it is showing you all my list of dashboards which I have created earlier. So again, you can click on this create dashboard and you can see the same list of fields like what we have seen just now. So this is the second way of creating a dashboard. Okay, and the third way is, let us suppose I have a map. I'm just taking some of the map. Okay. And I wanted to open a web map. Can you see here? So I just clicked on a web app and it is showing me here, and where I can open the map and I can see here, or I can click on this create web app and I can click on this dashboards, and again, you know, when I click on this, it goes back to the same page which I have shown you how to create a dashboard. It's the same thing. Okay, so this is how you create in the third way a dashboard. Okay, so there are like various ways in which we are going to create this particular information, but now that's not the concept which we are going to work on. So come back and we'll see like how we can create a dashboard right from the very beginning. Okay, so this is my ArcGIS online account and I wanted to create a map, but I don't have time to really create the data. But as I wanted to show you a demonstration, I would like to consume the data from ArcGIS online. Okay, today I'm going to show you a crime dashboard. Okay, for which the first step is to create the data. So go to add and click on search for layers. And I don't want to search for layers within my content. Maybe if I want to create a map from my content, yes, obviously I can take that and I can create a map here. Well, I wanted to consume the data from ArcGIS Online. So what I'll do is I'm looking out for crime information. And here, please change that to ArcGIS Online. And when you click on crime, you have a lot of information. which is shared publicly. And now we are going to use that information and then we are going to create our dashboards. So how do we create? So see here, they have given crime rate 2016 per population. So let us see what is that information about. So here it is showing for a particular country, and can you see here? This is basically a map service which is showing the crime rates in 2016. And can you see here? And the offenses include like attempted murder, threats, assaults, harassments related to offenses, theft and related offenses, public order and other social code offenses or violations, controlled drug offenses, burglary and related offenses. So this is basically an authentic information because it is original crime statistics data set originated from the CSO and has been updated from this government website. So this is officially a authentic information which we can use now to make our dashboard. Okay. So I'm going to use this information and I'm going to prepare our map. Okay. So I have searched for the information. Now I want to add that information here. So this data belongs to Ireland. I'll zoom out a bit here. Can you see here? The same symbology has been added up here in Ireland. Okay. And now let's go back and see in the content if we have got the offenses. Yes, I got all the offenses related to burglary, theft offenses, really public orders. So I have a lot of information here. Now, let me open the attribute table and show you what kind of information do we have. So we have information based on sub-district wise, the population, and what is the burglary in 2016 and burglary per 100,000 population in 2016. How many cases have been registered? In the similar fashion, you can watch other attribute information. Okay. Now we are going to use this information and we are going to prepare our dashboards. So if you have any other information which you need, which you think that would add value to it, so I can click on all columns. Okay, so you can see here in sub-district in which country and what is the population and at which police station that crime has been recorded, under which division, what is the district, what is the name, and how many cases has been registered in 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a lot of information here. And what is the theft rate for 100,000 population? Okay, so we are going to use all this information and then we are going to create our decision dashboard. So for doing this, so go to save and click on save as and save the map. So as we're creating this on a web, it is called as a web map. So I have given the title and I would like to give a tag. Okay. So I'm going to create a web map for the crime rate in Ireland, and I want to choose a folder. I have already created a folder in the beginning of this demonstration, crime information underscore today's date. So I'm selecting that and I'm going to click on save map. And you can see that information here, crime rate in Ireland. Now I have all this information where you can see how this is there. Okay. Now I want to share this. So with whom I want to share? I want to share this information publicly. So I'm going to share it with everyone and with all the members of the groups I'm in. And if you want to send it on an email, this particular web map, yes, you're free to do so by using this link. And you can embed this in your website as well when you click on this, and you're free to share it on your social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. Okay, so I am going to create a web map. In the web app, as I already told you, there is one other option called ArcGIS dashboard from which we can create this information. So I want to save it back in a folder. So I'm going to give the name web application for crime rate in Ireland and click on done. And you can see here all our information got loaded up and it directly opened in our dashboard. Okay, if you refresh and if you see here, this is crime rate in Ireland, which is created on 1st of October by Janki360. That is my login. So that is the reason it is showing me all that information. Now, I want to go back and I want to customize this dashboard as per my requirement. Okay, so I want to have a header. So I'm going to give the header here, the title. I'm rating Ireland. Subtitle, if you want to give, you can give created by Geosys Enterprise Solutions Private Limited. I've given this information, and if you want to change your colors, if you want to add a logo, background image, whatnot, you can explore everything here. So as of now, I'm just giving the title and this is how it appears. So I'm clicking on done, and you can see the title here. In the similar way, these are all the list of components which we have now. So we can add one by one whatever we need. So I want a map legend. So I will give this map legend. Okay. Now, so we have added a map legend, we have added a map, and I want to see the list and what all layers are there. So if I want to give the layers, I can click here and I can see the information by what it was done. Okay, so come back. Okay, so here come back and take the components for preparing the list. So I want to have a pie chart and I want to see particularly information. So with what fields you want, so you can select this. So I want the 2016 burglary rate information, and you have like lot of things. So what by what you want, I want it by sum, and you can see it here. And this is how your average is looking like. So if you want to give it by count, it will appear like this. So it is up to you how you want it. So I'm going to take this some value, and I'm going to sort it out with burglary 2016 only. And now I'm clicking on done. So this is how I'm going to have all this information with respect to burglary rate in 2016. So if I want to minimize, I can minimize. And if I want to get that integrated here, yes, I can get that integrated here. And if you want to make it little bigger in size, yes, it's up to you how you want. And let me come back here, and let me go back and take the other component. So earlier we have taken burglary information. Let me take public order and other social media information and categorize field based on the districts. So I can see the district related information here, and I want it to be split it up with a field where I would like to give the population and split it up that information. And how do you want the statistics? Based on the sum value. Okay, I'm clicking on done. I have this information. Okay, you can decrease the size as per your requirement. And come back here, and we will use a gauge for controlled drug offenses. So based on count, I have like 563 cases. So if I just give some, so it is how it is appearing. So let me take an average count, and let me click on done. And if you want to see the table, you can see the table. Okay, now uh, if you want to know about other related information, we can click on other related information, and I can click on maximum features. I wanted to display 50, but if you wanted to go back, and if you wanted to give, so you can give a lot of information here. So, and if you want to filter it, you can filter it based on the conditions, based on station, or based on field. So you can enable this here. Okay, so click here, and again I'm taking this gauge, and this time I want the theft and related information, but I want to have a table. So I have all this information. So I can click here, and I can filter it based on the district. I can click on done. So it is showing me the information here. drag and drop and you can add it up here. And if you want to configure it back, you can configure it back. You can go back and you can change the information that you like. And if you want to add some filters and all, yes, you can add the filters based on the conditions and everything. And you can change this. If you want to see the tables and everything, you can click on the table and you can click on this information. Okay, so there are like various other components which you can see and which you can add. So and so if you want to go for a darker theme, you can go for a darker theme, and if you want a light theme, you can go ahead with a light theme. So this is how I configured a dashboard for crime rate in Ireland, and which is created by Geosys Enterprise Solutions. Now I would like to save this. So it seems something odd here, so let me change it here. Okay, and maybe this gets added up here. Okay, so I have this dashboard. Let me make this little smaller so that I can see this contents properly. So yeah, this is how I have configured a dashboard for crime rate in Ireland. So let me save this information on my dashboard. And so if you want the colors, backgrounds, tab colors, everything to be changed, you can go back and you can change it here. And this is the regarding the layout, the general instructions, and this is how you can actually click here and you can save the information. Okay, if you want light theme, you can click here and you can go back to the light information here. Okay, so I've clicked here. So let's go back and see here. This is under my dashboards. I have a crime rate in Ireland. So I can click here to edit the information. Okay, or I can go back and click on this small icon to open this in a separate tab. So this is how my information is now at the moment, which I've created just now. Okay, so what I can do is this is the information, right? And I can go back to my contents page. So today I have created this crime information on 1st October 2021. So initially I have created a web map and then I created a dashboard. In between I have shared with all the channels which I have enabled. So when I click this one, so it is showing me this thumbnail there. So I want to click on this thumbnail and I wanted to upload an image. So what I can do is I can take a snapshot of this information which I have created just now and I can save it. I've saved it in my downloads. Now I can go back, browse, and I can give this. So if you want to make adjustments, you can make adjustments. So I'm clicking on OK. So I have the thumbnail here. Okay. Now, if I want to edit this dashboard, yes, you can click here and you can edit this dashboard if you want to share this dashboard to everyone, because as I've already shared it in the beginning, so I need not share it again. But if you still want to share it, you can share it. And if you want to restrict the access only to your organization and all the members in the organization can use this, or if you want to restrict the access only to yourself, you can just keep it as a owner for yourself. Okay, and you can edit this one. It's up to you how you want it. Okay, so let me go here to dashboards, ArcGIS dashboards, and see the crime rate in Ireland, which is having a thumbnail now. So this is how we have created quickly an interactive and very simple dashboard, which will give a lot of information and insights on what we exactly require. And this is how we represent it. And each and everything will give you a lot of information. Okay, when I click on here also, it is going to give me a lot of information, a lot of insights. Okay, all right, so let's open this to questions. So if you have any questions, you people can ask. Okay, font size is too small. You're talking about here. So those who want to speak can unmute and can speak. So next time I'll see like the font size is little bigger in size. So are there any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Can you please unmute and speak? Those who are attending from office as well. All right, if you don't have any questions, and if you have any questions going forward, you can please reach me on janki@usesenterprise.com, or you can call me on 9493880670, or you can also reach us on our website www.uss.co.in. And thank you all for joining us this morning, and we'll be sending you a feedback form. We request all the participants to give your valuable feedback, and which will help us to make good sessions going forward. Thank you all for joining.